Hey guys, better mic quality Brian here, and just so you know, spoilers ahead for future updates, so 1, 2, 3, alright, game theory time. So the first thing I want to talk about in the upcoming updates is, I don't know if this is meant to be a placeholder or a joke, but if it is true, we are getting a blue Liak, which I'm already scraping by tooth and nail, keeping the red one under control, so having a blue one is going to suck, but I think, in my honest opinion, it'll be some sort of NPC or like an entity kind of similar to the robot in the reactors, or like that place before the reactors, or the King Exor. Like, you can talk to them if they want to attack you or anything. Because I feel like having two Liaks that would just do the same thing is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's kind of a waste of potential for what you could do. I would assume this would be a good Liak to help us story-wise, or it would be an enemy, but just with a different mechanic. From the picture, we can see that it appears to be in the chamber that was holding the red Liak, where we collect its essence, so I guess there's multiple chambers for, I guess, different Liaks, but I'll talk about that more later. So I would assume we could help it break it out, and it helps us, but, you know, no matter what happens, I'll be happy with whatever. Now, the next thing that I'd like to talk about is the next two weather events. So, the first one, we see it's like a snow outbreak, and I would assume a couple things from this. First of all, it'll be very annoying for those who don't have any cold resistance, which is why I would assume there's so many armors late game that have weather resistances, just so we could deal with the weather stuff without getting too annoyed from it. And there's most likely going to be enemies in this event, which I have two main suspects that I think are gonna possibly be in it. So the first one I think could be in it is the Yeti, which I'm not too sure about that one because we already encountered it in the snow area, so it kind of would make no sense for it to just appear again. But my next suspect is the snowman that we find in that one place. I forgot its name, but I feel like this is the highest chance of it being the enemy for the snow outbreak because, I mean, just look at it. It's like trapped and contained. Like this guy like did something bad, and this guy's definitely dangerous, and there's a reason he's contained like that. So I would have the snowman as my number one culprit for this event, and then I wanted to talk about the other event, which I don't know if it's the way it was phrased or typed out, but it's. From what I get, it's two events, the rolling blackout and the mysterious black fog. Now, for the first one, the rolling blackout... No. The black fog. I would assume this would kind of be the same thing as the Reaper section, because we know it's dark, but it's not too dark. And as in this screenshot, we can see that as it goes dark, there's a little leaf particle, and we know that the Night Realm is a realm with orange trees with leaves. So I would assume for this event, this is going to be probably the Reaper's event, and for it, I would think the Reaper just gets full coverage across the entire map and can just come and terrorize you, which would suck, but you know, just get the energy pistol. And boom. And then the other event, which is the rolling blackout, I would assume this could either be taken as two ways. I think it's either the power just completely going out, and it's just like an more annoying version of the night or something, but I would also assume it's an event where the power goes out, and it's completely like pitch black, like it's hard to see. And I would assume that in that same place where you can find the snowman, if you go up, there's a police car near here. Somebody like, alright, man. Anyways, let's forget about that interruption. I would think, I was watching this YouTuber talk about it actually, so credit to him because I got the idea from him. He basically said that the pitch black cell where this thing is, most people think it's an anglerfish. I really don't know because I can't see it too well, but people think that that's going to be the enemy that gets like taken out and whatnot, which I fully support because that would make a lot of sense. You know, pitch black, it needs to be in a pitch black place, would make a lot of sense. For this section, I just want to say these two random things. The first thing I want to talk about is I told all of you guys buy this game now, it's going to get more expensive, and boom! I was right. I'm telling you guys, this game is awesome. Also, all of the early access players get some pretty cool perks later on too, which is pretty cool. And now, these damn XORs are getting stronger every update. It's crazy. And I don't know, maybe this could be my eyes fooling me, but in this video that Deepfield recently posted, it shows this red XOR, which at first I thought it was the armored one, but upon further inspection, I don't think it has any armor, but at the same time, I don't know, I could just be looking at it wrong. But also, I'm thinking this is either a stronger version of the XOR or a tier before the armored version, because it would make sense lore-wise that it evolves into a red XOR, and then it evolves into the armored XOR, because the armored XOR has little hints of red in it, so that could make a lot of sense. The last couple of things I want to talk about is the future of this game and its enemies, and let me explain because I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. So these two big guys, these big fellas, the Tarisks, I don't know if I'm saying its name right, but in Deepfield's old trailer for Abiotic, it released a couple parts where we see gameplay, and we see the Tarisk in the wildlife pen, which if you've played the game, you know it's not supposed to be there. I think it would be pretty cool if they kept that idea in. I don't know if it's just them working on it or changing it story-wise, but I personally feel that'd be super cool, just to have the Tarisk not be stationed at one certain point, and it could be roaming around the entire facility going crazy. But that's just me. Also, I am pretty sure I found out the genders of the Tarisks and the Liaks. So, first of all, Tarisk's lore, I'm pretty sure from what I read, they are actually very small creatures, but bringing them back from their realm into ours made them huge. And in-game, we can actually see that the red Tarisks, also known as the Behemoth, is bigger than the blue one, so I would imagine the red Tarisks and the blue ones are male and female respectively. Because males are usually bigger than females most of the time. And while researching, I also found out that the blue Tarisk will literally watch the red one from the window where it stands, which, couple goals! It's so adorable! But it also leads me to believe that the blue one could also be the male, because first of all, it's blue, and it's stupid boy logic, boy color is blue. And also because it could be him watching over his wife, making sure she's okay. But also to support this, I'm pretty sure using this logic, the blue Liak is a boy, and the red Liak is a girl. Because not only does it have long hair, but also it makes girl moans and sounds. And also for the Tarisk, I just remembered that in this video Deepfield made, also this is going to be completely flying over my head, but they ask if they could milk the Tarisk, and they are in front of the blue one. And we know that only one gender can give off milk, so do what you will with that information. And one final thing for the Liaks is many people are theorizing that there are going to be 3 Liaks. In this short that Deepfield posted, the whole theme was that Abe removed all the map textures, but we also see this moving entity, which many think is the 3rd Liak, which I would assume could be the sun, which means the Liaks were getting busy! Woo! Liak sex, hell yeah. Now, to end this thing off, I'm pretty sure you might be getting a new trinket. As we see here on the Wandering Trader, he has this trinket which is covered in, the armor of the creatures. And I know there's a really big shot in the dark, but I would assume this trinket can be found in their respective chests. And if ever added, I would assume it would just make it so the enemies from the fog don't attack you. Kind of like the day pass, or the night pass. But again, I don't know. So just let me know. Do you guys think my theories are cool and good and the best, or do they suck ass? Let me know, so I can improve, because as they add more stuff and tease more stuff, I kind of want to make more theories, because, this has actually been pretty fun. Well, not making the script, but everything else has been pretty fun, so let me know, guys.